Hey guys, and welcome back to my ASL Teacher Rocks. So today is Wednesday, and as you all know, every Wednesday I host a very special class for my younger viewers, and that class is called LittleSignersROCK. Okay, so in that class we always discuss new signs every Wednesday, and last week we talked about the different seasons, and this week we discussed things related to hospitals, such as hospital workers or reasons for going to the hospital. So we're going to start with last week's lesson. The seasons were summer, winter, spring, and fall, as we know, and plus a few extra signs that I added. So we're going to start with summer, which we learned that you take your hand with your palm facing down. Your number one finger comes across your forehead, and as it comes across, it changes to the X hand. So summer. And how we helped ourselves remember that is like we thought about wiping sweat from our forehead during the summer, which happens because it gets really hot. So summer. The second sign is winter. All right. So this is winter. You move your hands a little bit more versus cold. You don't really see the difference. You see the difference in the hands. They don't continue to move. So it's winter time versus it's cold. At least that's how I learned it. So that's what I teach. The next sign is going to be the sign for, summer, winter, spring. So spring moves twice. Spring. Now remember, if you do the sign for grow, it's just one time. Grow or a plant, it's going to be one time. So spring versus grow or plant. And the last one was fall. Fall uses your B hand, and it just brushes down as if the leaves are falling off the tree, and you're using your non-dominant hand for that. So let's do that again. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. Additional signs that we learned with the seasons were snow, which takes both hands palm down and wiggle your fingers and move them towards the ground as if snow is falling. And then rain, same hand shape, same movement, same direction, same palm orientation, but the movement is different. Where snow is kind of fingers are wiggling, lightly falling. Rain is a steady downpour, so we just continue to move our hands up and down just like that. And then we learned the sign for sun or sun, sunshine. And we also learned the sign for flower, which is a flat, this is an O, this is a flat O, and it goes from one side to the other. Flower, okay? This week, or today, should I say, because today is Wednesday, today we discussed, again, hospital signs. So we learned the signs for hospital, doctor, nurse, sick, hurt, and fire. So how we got fire is I asked the students to tell me a reason you would have to go to the hospital. Give me one reason why. And one of my students said, well, if there's a fire, you'll have to go. And he was right. So we're going to include that in our list today. So the first sign was hospital, where you're going to take your U hand, just like that. That's a letter U. You're going to come down, and then you're going to take an H hand and come across. So down, across, hospital. The sign for doctor uses a D hand. D for doctor. Or there's been a lot of people using M for medical. Okay? But it's still the same sign. It still has the same meaning. It's doctor. All right? So doctor or doctor. The next one was the sign for nurse, which uses your in hand. Nurse. And then the next one we did was sick, which takes your 8 hand, an open 8. So this is an 8. This is an open 8. It's the same hand shape we use for what's up or feelings. Same exact hand shape. So you're going to place your dominant hand on your forehead and your non-dominant on your tummy or your belly. And you're just going to move them downward just like that. Sick. And remember, you can't look sick. You have to be sick. I know you guys know how to act. So sick. All right. And then the next one was hurt or pain. So those signs are the same. You're going to take both hands with your number one fingers, and you're going to move them towards each other just like that. And as you're moving them together, it's showing like throbbing or pain, like it just continues to hurt like that. So the thing about this sign that I like is you can place it anywhere to show where you're hurting. So let's say your head is hurting. You don't have to go through like my head is hurting, all that good stuff. Not in ASL, because the point of ASL is to create a picture to show what you're trying to say. It's a visual language. So my head is hurting. My tooth is hurting. I have a toothache. I have a sore throat. My tummy is hurting. Now, if it's something that you can't reach and that, like maybe it's your foot or your back, well, you're not going to bend all the way down to your feet and do that sign, but you can point to your foot and do that your foot is hurting. You can point to your back. If it's your lower back, you point like that. It's hurting. Upper back, it's hurting. You know what I mean? You don't even have to go down to your knee unless you want to, but you can point to your knee and say, my knee is hurting. Okay? So wherever you do that sign represents pain, and the area that you're showing it near, it's showing that area is what's hurting. That's what's bothering you. So I have a headache. I have a sore throat. I have a toothache. I have an earache. I have a tummy ache. All of those would use the same sign. And I actually have a headache right now. So sorry if my energy is a little low. And the last sign was fire, thanks to my buddy Aaron. So fire. So fire, you're wiggling your fingers and you're just alternating your hands. Fire. Perfect. All right. So that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you next week, Wednesday, of course. So until then, please be safe and take care of yourself. And see you soon. Bye, guys.